Alright, hello, how's it going? We have Halo to play. Oh wow, I forgot how crazy sensitive the mouse is on the menus. And I'm actually going to pick new game, just that we get the intro cutscene to 343 Guilty Spark, which is easily one of the most atmospheric levels. It's probably the best put together level in terms of storytelling. So, we're gonna go full screen as soon as this loads. Halo in Portuguese is Areola? Is that right? Areola? It sounds... Never mind. Let's go. I pronounced it right. Well, it's still really close. Let's go. And full screen for the cutscene.
The last transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago. When you locate Captain Keyes, radio in, and I'll come pick you up.
Alright. Back into the swing of things. And because we're playing on easy... no. There we go. I have the shotgun right off the bat. It doesn't spawn on most of the other difficulties. I think it might spawn on a few of them. But on most difficulties, the shotgun is not there. Definitely not on Legendary. And the shotgun is crazy effective in a little bit in this level. Not just yet. Liquid, you mentioned that you've played before? I think you said that you've at least gotten to this level. Nope, render distance though. And they did so good with this level. These fun little details, it's so good. You have played it once and you went all the way to the end? Alright, so I am not spoiling an experience for you then. That's good. I feel like it's old enough now, though, that I can't, like, really spoil it. You didn't get it back then, played it in 2011? Well, what do you mean you didn't get it? Like, it does play very differently from most PC shooters, I will say that. Haru! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, those 30 FPS physics. Yes, really the physics aren't running at a frame rate, they're running at a tick rate, but you guys know what I mean. I think that got one of them. Waiting for the Borderlands remaster to go live on EU. It's annoying you now? Yeah, when was that supposed to happen? The 3rd, right? Oh, because you guys will get... Yeah, you guys hit the 3rd before we do. That's right. Now it's 3 AM on the 3rd. That's pretty nice. It's usually delayed for you guys, though, like by a couple days, because, yay. Though that was physical distribution. Luckily, that's not a thing anymore. Oh, these jackals are real obnoxious. Hey, Merlin, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yes, air horn noises. I don't have air horns. I wonder if there's a way I could easily get air horns. Oh well. I have like a fancy stream deck here, so I could have an air horn button, but I don't, because I suck. Oh, you have an air horn emote. That's even better. I should probably have a page set up on my stream deck of stupid sound effects that I would almost never use. But just so that on the off chance... God, I love this game. when I was playing through, remember, I was terrible at this game. So my stream yesterday was about 2.5 hours, I want to say? I think? Give or take? I could be totally wrong here. I'm trying to check really quick before it's taking way too long. Meh. Point is, I'm going way faster than I was my first time through, which was probably, honestly, I had been playing for maybe a day or more, and I'm talking like, I'd probably be coming up on 10 hours into the game so far. And this is only like the halfway point. I was that level of bad on easy. So, I run into this hallway, and I'm like, I mean, this game came out in 2001, so I probably would have been like 11, 12, somewhere in that range. This hallway creeped me out. This entire level is so creepy, and it's so well done. I mean, it's really good. So, in answer to your question, Merlin, I'm doing great because I'm playing Halo. And there's Needlers, and this is the only time in any of the games, including Halo 4 and 5 at this point, that you actually see Needler ammo outside of the gun. It isn't even modeled anywhere else in the franchise. And they're animated. These aren't in any other level, they're not in any other Halo game, they're only right there. It's really strange.
Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah! Don't touch me, you freaks! I won't be like you, I'll die first! Find your own hiding place, the monsters are everywhere! Play dead! That's what I did! Play dead! They took the live ones. Oh god, I can still hear them! Monsters! Ah! 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 Just leave me alone! Sarge, Mendoza, Vicente. Oh god, the things took them away. They're gone! Get it? Gone! They won't get me! Oh god, I don't want to be like them, please. Please, no, man, no.
He has really, really bad aim. Actually, I'm kind of surprised by how bad his aim is. I feel like he can hit you. Oh, there we go. Now he's hitting me. This is really bad, though. Also, the pistol is way more powerful than this in multiplayer. I think it's a 3-shot kill? To the head, anyway. I think with like 2 body shots, it's a 3-shot kill. I could be wrong on that, though. I did not play much of this game's multiplayer. This is very much a single-player game to me. And that still hasn't really changed. Halo is very much a single-player first franchise in my mind. Halo 2, I played a ton of the multiplayer, but I've just always thought of it as a single-player franchise, predominantly. I mean, Halo 4 and 5 combined, I could probably count the number of matches I've been in, and it's probably under 20.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you grunts what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, if the Covenant want to wipe out this particular part of my history, that's fine by me.
Yeah, better it than us.
You ask them real nice next time you see him, Vicente. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go! Stay close, Jenkins! Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know, friendly fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant?
Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met.
Right, well, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir, but it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir. I got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
We've got contact, lots of them, but they're not Covenant. They're just tearing through us. What the? Oh no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But-
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order.
Sarge! Listen!
What is that?
Where's that coming from,
Everywhere.
Mendoza?
I don't... There! Mira!
Hold still! Hold still! Let him have it!
Sergeant, we're surrounded.
God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon!
There are too many, Sarge!
Don't even think about it, Marine.
Oh, this is local!
Get back here, Marine. That's an order.
Jenkins!
Thank you for letting me know. Holy crap. I've been muted for a bit now. You're not wrong. Yes, the game definitely has not aged very well in that cutscene in particular. It's still relatively effective for what it is. But I think that's the scene where the Anniversary Edition of Halo 1 really stands out. I hate fighting these things, because this group is just so big, and you don't have a good gun against them. And I don't want to burn all of my pistol ammo on, like, one at a time. Alright, anyway, I'll just eat him with my shields. This seems very annoying. It really is. If you have the assault rifle, you can just cut through them really quickly. But I don't, because it's not actually useful in any other part, and I don't think there's a pistol anywhere in the middle of this level. Okay, I think there's enough of them dead that I can just eat through with my shields. Alright, and now we get the real ones. And we're on our way out into the rest of the level. Oh man, these 30 FPS animations are definitely going to mess with me. I never remember where exactly to go. But yeah, the Anniversary Edition I think does really well with that cutscene because it's so, like, it has the filters over it and it looks really dark. Whereas most of what they did to the game was brighten it up a lot. Like the creepy swamp going into this level is really bright and it's well lit and there's all this glowing stuff, and it doesn't have the same atmosphere at all, and that's my complaint really throughout the Anniversary Edition of Halo 1. So I don't play the Anniversary Edition with the new graphics. I play exclusively with the old graphics. However, Halo 2 Anniversary, they did a really good job of it. They definitely maintained the atmosphere, but brought the graphics up so that it looks a lot more modern. Or at least feels a lot more modern. Do I... No, I don't think I have to fall down yet. I don't remember the most efficient path through this area, so I could be wrong, but we'll find out. Again, it's not a speedrun. Is very much a casual playthrough, just basking in the nostalgia. And coping with the aim acceleration that's in this game. For some horrible, horrible reason. Okay. Yeah, this is the one where I want to actually have these things gone. Now. I love that. So one of the things the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, or the Halo 1 Anniversary Edition did, was make it so that grunt blood doesn't glow anymore. So that, the walls in there don't light up. They're, one, it's really well lit. And then two, the grunt blood doesn't glow. So the walls are just kind of like streaked darker a little bit in that section, which doesn't really work the same way. Also, I've always wanted to get across this thing. I feel like you can probably do it, but it would take some effort and luck. Definitely take luck. But I don't think there's a trigger volume that says to turn it off at a certain point. And I think those active camos might not be there on harder difficulties. Easy really stacks the odds in the player's favor in a lot of ways. This level even more so than some of the others. But hey, we're to the other side. Honestly, you could probably do a grenade jump onto this. Like against that wall, so that you'd have something to bounce them against. Wouldn't be that difficult. There's probably better speed tech than that, but that'd be one idea. Just off the top of me head. I think this is around the point when I stopped playing solo and really started to progress exclusively in co-op my first time through. And like I know that I hit the flood in co-op first before solo. And my co-op friend and I were in one of these hallways. And I turn around and I see him standing there with one of the flood combat forms right next to him, just like lifting its tentacles to beat him down. That was a good moment. Oh, you can get through this one. Okay. It didn't quite look like I'd be able to. Oh, is this just a dead end? It totally is. Naturally. I know there's a quick way through this level, because the speedrunners that I watch, they don't stay in this level for very long. And it's very labyrinthine. Labyrinthine? Labyrinthine? It's a labyrinth. And it's really easy to get lost in here. Like this. This is a dead-end room. Okay, where do I... Ah, right. Oops. Get on top of that, you don't break the glass floors. And away we go. And this mission alone used to take me hours. God, I was so bad at this game. And I loved it all the same. And I didn't even realize I was bad at games until I played Halo 2 on Xbox Live.
I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on down there? I'm tracking movement all over the place.
Shotgun ammo.
Cavalry has arrived. Sir, thank God you're here. We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed to the RV point, and then these things, they ambushed us. We gotta get out of here.
There's a large tower a few hundred meters from your current position. Find a way above the fog and foliage canopy and I can move in and pick you up.
So this area, last I knew, speedrunners had no idea how this works. There's a timer once you reach a certain point, there's a timer that starts, but we don't know what triggers the timer to actually begin counting down. We don't know if it's like clearing X number of enemies or having Y number of active entities, non-player entities on the field, or what exactly is going on. But it seems like killing your fellow Marines may have something to do with making it quicker, and we don't know why. Alright, well here's the Sentinels. Should I give them names? No, I'm totally kidding. These Sentinels won't stick around long enough for names. I do love that the infection forms like leap on them, and it's good stuff. Okay, there we go.
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark. Someone has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Chief, I've lost your signal! Where'd you go? Chief! Chief!
We must collect the index before we can activate the installation.
And it's like right there. Why don't we just go that way? So this is the library. This is many people's most hated level. It's not totally unwarranted.
Follow me.
And every Halo game has a library too, which is hilarious. Like every single Halo game has a level that's like this. And Halo 3, it's Cortana.
The energy field box contains the index. We must get up there.
I can really run through a huge portion of this level. Like, most of the enemies I just don't need to kill. I don't hate this level as much as some people, so I will not actually be doing, like, a straight speedrun of it. But I will try to minimize my time here, because it's not actually that pretty of a level.
The security doors are sealed automatically. I will go access the override to open them.
But there's some crazy tricks you can do where you get a specific Flood combat form. Those are the humanoid ones. And if you get them into just the right position, when they revive, you can get pushed through parts of the map, parts of the level geometry. And that's a trick that's used throughout the speedrun many, many times.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the flood, despite the containment protocols.
And I think it's called flood clipping. I could be wrong on that, but it would make sense as a name.
The flood must not escape. You can see how the body's been transformed by the genetic restructuring of the flood. The small range goes forward and goes on post. Must continue.
Oh, Guilty Spark.
Research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps we'll have time to see them later.
So when I built my first computer, it was all blue inside, all the lighting, and I called it 343 Guilty Spark after this guy. My current computer, which originally had more red in it, now it's actually all kind of a cyan color, but originally it had red, and it is called 2401 Penitent Tangent, and that is the monitor, which is what 343 Guilty Spark is, That's the monitor of Installation 03, or no, sorry, Installation 05, also known as Delta Halo, which is the Halo installation from Halo 2. So yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd and I like Halo. That's me.
That's a good idea. Flood activity has caused a failure in a drone control subsystem. I must reset the backup unit. Please continue on.
So 343 does this a lot. Where they just, like, bail on you and have you go through a little combat section. Wave defense, you know, just like Destiny. Bungie really kind of sticks to what they know. The nerdiest nerdy thing from the nerdiest nerdy place in Nerd Town. That both of my computers were named after monitors in the Halo series. Yeah, you're right. It's real nerdy. As far as I know, we still have no idea what became of 2401 Penitent Tangent. I don't think they've ever shown up again after the cutscene where the monitor had been sort of incorporated into the Gravemind, along with the Prophet of Regret. That was not a compliment. I'm gonna take it as a compliment. So there.
Only for a short time. Speed is of the essence.
Oh, hey, that was a rocket aimed at my face. Luckily, the Flood likes to use shotguns, so there's tons of ammo for it. Everywhere you go. I think this is another place where you can Flood clip. Could be wrong. Honestly, I don't know that many of the details about the speedrun. Like, I can't tell you the exact order of these things. Especially in this place, because everything looks identical. The Forerunner Ancillas, which 343 Guilty Spark and the other monitors are forms of Ancillas, are very similar to the AI that humanity produces in the Halo franchise. In that, well, smart AI specifically, that humanity produces, in that they are aspects of Forerunner consciousness, where the humans have opted to use kind of slices of brain matter to base the circuitry on. Forerunners actually took entire consciousnesses and transposed them from the body into the Ancilla. And much like smart AI, they kind of went wrong over time. So 343 is a mite-eccentric, shall we say?
Your environment suit should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good planner.
And some of the things Spark says are, they kind of question you. They're saying that, like, your armor is rated way below what's necessary for working with the Flood. And yet they also compliment you on your planning because of the environment suit that you're wearing.
The installation was well conceived. It is surely the only way to end the flood threat.
Installation was well conceived. It is surely the only way to end the Flood threat. Installation 04, this Halo, sometimes called Alpha Halo, but really it's Installation 04, is meant mostly to be a research installation, as well as, of course, one of the Halo rings. So it's very interesting to say that, or for them to say that it's the only way to end the Flood threat, and we don't know if Spark means that that's through the study and research, or if it's through activating the rings. And Spark definitely seems to think that activating the rings is the best course of action, given any amount of Flood.
I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation is responsible for releasing the Flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas.
Oh, right. This is the other part where I go down. Because I just don't want to deal with them. Alright, and where are we? I think I go this way. Again, this place all looks the same, and it's been a while now. I used to play through Halo 1 probably at least once a year, I'm gonna go with. And it's been a few at this point now. I've watched lots of streams of it, though. I guess I kind of just replaced it with watching speedruns. Ooh, I am basically out of ammo for my pistol. That sucks. Shotgun I'm still good, because they carry lots of shotguns. There we go, doors open. Love the blue light that's cast by it, and like, it has a shape. It's such a good touch. More shotgun. Wait, did this guy have a pistol? He did! Yay!
The installation was specifically built to study and contain the
Well, I
Flood.
don't need the health, but the grenades would be nice. Oh, I'm already full on grenades. Oh, that's right, the combat forms carry grenades sometimes.
To reproduce.
Yeah, and Spark is happy to hear that the Flood have survived enough to reproduce. Spark is weird. Spark, like, wants to see the end of the Flood, but also values them as a scientific opportunity, shall we say. Really a multifaceted character. Alright, now this area, there's a trick. This is actually how you do this in the
I
speedrun.
will deactivate the security lock. Wait here.
Go and you chill over here. La da 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 da. No, I'm not kidding. So there's no time benefit to killing anything in this combat sequence. There's a whole bunch of enemies. You can see them on my radar down in the corner. There's a bunch of enemies spawning off to the left here. It doesn't matter if I kill them or not, and they'll never path to me if I'm hiding over here. So I'm just gonna sit here. Dum-da-dum. Some speedrunners will actually just get up out of the chair and, like, go and do something else for a couple seconds. I think in one of the GDQs where people were running Halo, they, the speedrunner that was doing it said that he frequently will lose viewers during that section because it looks like he's not playing. Which is a pretty funny anecdote. Bye. Oh, so many elevators. Here we go. There's a bunch of crazy fan theories, like why there's green blood by this health pack. Is the thought that there was another false reclaimer, shall we say, who made it this far and was trying to heal himself after having been infected, but turned. Here we go under. So those things do actually explode with a bit of physics force. They'll throw you around a little. Not enough for any, like, speedrunning benefit, but enough to do a bit of damage. Alright, come on, Spark, open the door. Spark, open the door. There we go. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. Sorry, it would be John. Master Chief's name is John. And he's Irish. Master Chief John 117 is a redhead. He is a pasty redhead. So even on normal, when you're speedrunning, you can sometimes die during this segment, because there's just so many things with guns. And hit scan is deadly. We're gonna make it, though. Cutscene.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The Flood is spreading. We must hurry. which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid, shall we? Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? Oh!
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the Flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go. Right now.
Last time you asked me, if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out!
And we're back. With, again, a weapon that is uniquely well suited to this segment. Oh god, where are they? Because Sentinels can't dodge very well.
We can't let the Monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring, and will cut through a number of primary systems.
Now, they really can't dodge very well.
We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job.
Wait, what did I just see?
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can
I
locate
saw like a
Miller
sniper
Bottom's
rifle
crash
or
site.
something.
If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
You know what's fun? Super combines. Oh, they're so good in Halo 1. That lens flare, too. Oh, it's so good. It explains some stuff? Well, you're gonna have to talk to me about that in a bit. Because I am not quite getting the reference. Shotgun is kind of interesting against the smarter enemies.
I haven't located
the Flood are not
crash
very
site
smart.
yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the Index. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the Monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time.
I could just slide right down,
Of the
but
nearest pulse
come
generator
on.
with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
It's been so long since I've done this fight the right way. I usually just start sliding my way down this thing. And yes, for the record, Liquid, I think of those things every single time. These Sentinels are what comes to mind. Oh, new battery? Sounds good to me. And I think there's a rocket launcher down here, actually. In just a little bit. That death scream. The whoa. Oh, wait, I'm going backwards. Belated death scream. Whoa. It's pretty good. If I remember correctly, a lot of the Elite's noises in this game were the sound design just kind of making noises into a microphone, pitch bent down and then reversed.
Wait, we should commandeer one of those
Cyberpunk
badges.
2077
We'll need to reach the pulse
Demon?
generator in
Did I
time.
ever watch that? I have no idea what you're talking about, so probably not, I'm gonna go with. So this is the first time that you're actually supposed to be getting into a Banshee. And I believe the tutorial still fires. Yes, it does.
Let's get moving.
Even though I was in it
Marks our
earlier.
target.
And this is actually kind of neat. Gameplay demo they released last year? Oh no, I didn't see that at all. So, you could just fly the the Banshee right in here. Why not? Because I was probably busy doing something with the stream, honestly. I was probably working on, like, the layout or something. But I thought that this was really neat, being able to fly around in here and see how they did all of this. Like, these things have this on the back of them for some reason, and I have no idea why. It doesn't have physics or anything, not from either side. But who knows? It's there. You can go through this whole thing, and it actually is really high texture resolution, considering that this was way off in the distance. Let me see if I can get to here. Like, why is that so high res? This could be a blurry little thing that just got repeated all the way around. I'm pretty sure, I can't confirm this, but I'm pretty sure that this is the same model that's in use on the main menu. Obviously with a different texture, but it's probably just like an edited version of that texture that's on the main menu. The camera is kind of flying around. So I think that's why it's so high quality. And like, it has a lot of polygons considering like how little detail would actually be needed for this. Anyway. 1 second. Because I always thought this was fun. If you just release, you start falling rather than traveling down kind of slowly. And you can like drift out of it. Which I fell a little bit too far, but it's okay. Let's actually do the mission now. You don't actually fly level with the reticle, so it's oddly difficult to fly through there. Because you expect it to be level, and it is not. I kind of love this sequence because it's a little microcosm of how to design a game mechanic. Because it introduces something, builds on it, and it's done. At the end of this level, it doesn't use it anymore. So this is the tutorial phase. This shows the player how it works, what it does, without there being a threat, without there being enemies around. So, boom. You see that it brings... Oh, you see it brings my shield down.
Generator has overloaded.
Now there's a couple enemies that come in.
The generator's central core is offline.
But they're very weak, and they don't pose much threat unless they fall on my head. Sentinels. They can't dodge for shit, but they're explosive. Chief isn't that good at dodging either, though, really. Gonna grab a new Banshee, because why not?
The second pulse generator.
Now away we go.
Adjacent canyon. Move out, and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
So in the Anniversary Edition, there is a terminal right down here. This is not the Anniversary Edition, so I can't hit it, but it's there. And I did actually, at one point, hit all of the terminals in the Anniversary Edition. I do not remember where all of them are, just a couple that stood out in my memory. Alright, I don't need to deal with the elites. I really just wanted to take out the Wraith because it was annoying me. Oh, hey, you're a hunter or something. There was probably a grunt with the fuel rod cannon, actually. Which, the mechanical reason that fuel rod cannons in Halo 1 aren't equipable is because there's a DNA scanner in the handle that when the user dies, it self-detonates to prevent the technology from getting in the hands of the enemy. The real reason for them not being equipable by the player is, yeah, they weren't actually implemented right. They don't have a magazine or anything, they just kind of have an infinite amount of ammo. The PC version did finish them and implement them for multiplayer, but you cannot use them in the single player. They still detonate when grunts drop them. Oi! You quit that. However, the canon explanation is kind of interesting because it implies that at least grunts have DNA like humans. I don't actually know about any of the other races, if they've got DNA or such. Oi. No, but... No. That would have been real hairy on a higher difficulty. Man, the aim acceleration is so awkward. I tried turning it off. Like, I've tried disabling it with a config file, but it's not quite working. Might look into that. It's fairly slight compared to, say, the Anthem closed beta. It was really, really, really bad there, but I don't know. We'll see if I can turn it off. It is playable, but it's definitely there. Love how the Flood can leap like crazy and they actually jump across this gap. I wonder if those guys will try it. Probably not while I'm watching, right? Maybe if I cut off their ability to shoot at me? Nope, they'll just keep shooting. Okay. Come here. Whoa, shit. Thank God for easy. I just, like, ate that rocket. And, like, in the feet, but still. I absolutely should not be alive after that. Oh, that heartbeat in the background. And there's a health pack. Good timing. And the heartbeat slowly fades away. That's definitely something I never heard playing through on console. I just didn't play with, like, particularly good audio. It was just whatever was on the TV, basically. Ow. Console gaming really is a different beast. You kind of just take what you get. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that there was stuff behind me. Alright. Oh, it spawned me real far back. Jerks. Probably because I, like, never slowed down from this point. And also, these things will actually keep you in a combat state. There we go. I didn't get hit by the rocket that time. And I got a checkpoint, actually. That's interesting. If you're a dumb nerd like me. Still need the health pack, though. Okay, so we're coming up on the bridge. Again, the second time through the bridge. This time with more Flood. Alright, so let's see about maybe clearing this a little bit more fully. Like, maybe actually clearing it a bit. Instead of, I was kind of charging through it headlong. I definitely deserved that death. Was more than my fault. That Banshee. You can't board vehicles in this game, so unfortunately. I think you can actually get into that one somehow. The setup for it is a bit of a pain in the ass. But I'm pretty sure that you actually can get into that one. It's absolutely a trick. Like, you're not supposed to be able to, but I think you can. You missed the plot twist. You did. I was looking for you, man. But you're like maybe an hour late, I'm afraid. Sorry. I was thinking of you, if it's any consolation. I don't know if any of you saw that, but I definitely just spilled a little bit of water on my desk. It's just water, though. Did they do the blood trick again? I forget if they do a blood trick. Oh, hi. Forgot about those guys. It would matter if I wasn't on easy. Except I am on easy, so kind of everything is a joke. Especially the flood when I have a shotgun. I do really like that the arrows don't reverse. You just have to be, like, smart enough, basically, to understand that you're now going in reverse.
Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator.
Alright. Into another vehicle segment. It's not like Half-Life vehicle segments. I don't think Half-Life 2 was out yet, was it? I feel like that was 2004? I could be wrong, though. It was kind of around the same time. Kind of around the same time, anyway. On trivia, those human combat forms are the members of Fireteam Zulu. That is not particularly surprising. I mean, they were the ones that were around here. I wonder if... So, in Destiny 1... Oh, wow, there's nothing useful for me here. In Destiny 1, there's some PA announcements that mention a couple fire teams by name. I don't remember if one of them was called Zulu or not. But that'd be a fun little inside reference. Got Equinox Prime in Warframe. I don't know what that means. Wish they kept the Scorpion? Oh, yeah. Ah. What can you do? I'm just gonna shoot you with my ghost a lot. How about that? Because this is normal and I can do whatever I want. Well, I think the shotgun is fairly decent against them, isn't it? New Prime Warframe bursts on the worst Warframe to farm ever. Pretty much 2 frames in 1. What you like about SPV3? I'm probably never going to play SPV3. It feels like too much of a departure for my liking. Oh. And like especially graphically and how I don't know, it just feels weird. Plus all of the weirdo cutscenes and it does some strange things. Alright, so now Because this is the second time through, there's a bit more of a threat, and I'm actually going to try clearing things a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this thing. Boom. Shields are down. And these guys start coming through. But it's easy, so I can manage them pretty easily. Still, even on easy, like, this part can kill you pretty fast, because health does not last long. Yes, the fuel rod cannon is indeed a PC-only weapon.
I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her
because
fusion reactors are
Bungie
still
never
powered up.
really made it work.
That tunnel leads to the next
The
section of
flamethrower
the
is
final
also
pulse generator
a
we need to destroy is
PC-exclusive
there.
weapon. That wasn't in Halo on console in any capacity. Oop. I want to say you can get something through here. Maybe it's the ghost? I don't think you can get the Banshee through, though. Wish the MCC fixed that exclusivity. Well, I mean, it's a remaking of the console versions, because that's really the version that people know. The best, anyway. Yeah, I feel like you can get a ghost through there or something. Forget now. Yeah. But yeah, the anniversary editions were all based on the PC versions of the game. Like, there's some Halo Vista maps that were exclusive. Though the MCC, it is true, did include some of the multiplayer maps that were exclusive to the PC versions of the game. But, actually, the fuel rod was not available in the campaign still. Like, I can't pick one up. And we'll see that firsthand in the Maw when we get there. Which shouldn't actually be too crazy long. I love sci-fi doors. Wait, can I close this one? I want to be able to close this one too! I could close the other one. You find the plasma weapons more effective than the shotgun? I heartily disagree, shall we say. Here we go. Oh man, you walk so slowly in this game. I mean, more effective... So, the shotgun is very useful against the Flood, but plasma weapons are definitely really nice against Covenant. Kind of in general, against the Covenant. Shields more so, but, you know. Okay, where the hell... Am I going back way too far? I'm drawing a blank as to where the Banshees are. Also, you can see that this game uses Bucks. box mapping for, or cube mapping for reflections. That's the thing there. Ammo effective-wise, the plasma weapons are better, but raw power goes for the shotgun. I mean, with the shotgun, you can, like, one-shot non-infection forms, combat forms from really, really far away. And, like, yeah, most of them will just revive, but you can do it. Okay, I feel like this is not where I'm supposed to be. I definitely went too far, didn't I? Yeah, I don't... Yeah, that door's locked. Okay. Welp. Time for a long trek back. So how's your night? How are you guys doing? Ah! Sorry about the noise. I mean, there's a rocket launcher if I wanted it. I don't. See, Magnum and Shotgun needs to come back for future Halo campaigns. I probably won't, I'm willing to bet. Why didn't you guys stop me? Also kind of interesting, the snow reverses direction when you pause the game. I don't know how well you guys can see that in the background, but it's kind of mostly traveling up right now. And then if I unpause, it comes back down. It's very strange. I mean, shotgun. Also, ow, rocket launcher. So when I say that the shotgun is strong against combat forms, I really mean that it just has, like, infinite range. The M6G is disgusting in Halo 5. Dude, I don't pay attention to Halo 5. Let's be totally honest here. If you mean the Halo 5 pistol, maybe. Dude, I don't know. I played through that campaign once, and that was too many times. Oh my god, where are the Banshees? Seriously, where am I missing the Banshees? Alright, moving back. Lore name for the... Okay. I know that the assault rifle is the MA5B, but I think that's really the only one that I know the, like, weapon, the proper weapon name for. The Covenant weapons all have names, too. They're like the type whatever, I want to say. Banshee Corpse Kamikaze, yeah, that was an annoying death. Alright, now... Alright, come on. I was really hoping it was gonna land on the flood. That would have been so good. What am I hearing? Also, where the hell are the Banshees? Okay, well, at least now we have a ghost. I should be able to explore a bit faster. But I, like, am actually finding it hard to believe that I'm drawing a blank on where the Banshees are. Where one earned the splatter medal is you became its unwilling lamb rat. Yeah. Yeah. Where are the Banshees? Oh my god, what's going on? Where are the Banshees? Seriously though, this is odd. I feel like I already went through this part, so like, what's going on? Though there weren't enemies, were there? Did I just like sequence break and it wasn't loading things right somehow? If that's what's up, I'm fine with it. Miss the way Halo 1 Flood act? Yeah, because in Halo... well, in Halo 2, they're not too dissimilar. Oh, yeah, I totally just, like, broke the loading of this game. What the hell? That's bizarre. Okay, whatever. I mean, in Halo 2, they're not too crazy different. But yeah, in Halo 3, they really changed the Flood a lot. Well, they do that in Halo 2 as well. I mean, the difference is that in Halo 2, the infection forms re-infect the dead combat forms, whereas in this game, the dead combat forms just, like, come back sometimes because they're dicks. Which, like, canonically, they were getting reinfected. Halo 2 just actually did that. Alright, now I can go and do my thing. That was really annoying. I wonder what caused the load to break like that. Because I didn't sequence break or anything. I just kind of ran past some dudes. That was strange. Don't hit the wall. Yes, and you can indeed cut off little hunks of them in this game, which is... That was definitely something for the time, being able to do that. And it did change how they behaved. Without arms, they were a lot... They, like, didn't really attack you. Like, they weren't as aggressive. They'd probably regrow tentacles eventually, but yeah. It was interesting, definitely. And here's the last one.
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
Let's find a ride and get to the captain.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once.
Do it.
The Covenant network is absolute chaos. From what I've been able to piece together, their leadership ordered all ships to abandon Halo when they found the Flood, but they were too late. The Flood overwhelmed this cruiser and disabled it. The Covenant are terrified the Flood will repair the ship and use it to escape from Halo. They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the Flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. I've got a good lock on Captain Key's CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact. There's some interference from the cruiser's damaged reactor. I'll bring us in as close as I can. Oh, I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Right. Sorry.
Now we've had that bit of levity.
Don't be a fool. Leave me.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
If you mostly mean that Halo CE's Legendary didn't have sniper jackals, you're right. It's still considered one of the hardest Legendary difficulties, except for the sniper jackals. Was that a Halo 2 innovation, so to speak? Yeah. Oh, hi! I don't want to get hit by one of those exploding at me.
Analyzing damage. This hole was caused by some kind of explosive. Very powerful if it tore through the ship's hull. All I detect down there are pools of coolant. We should continue our search somewhere else.
You totally sniper jackal PTSD. God, they were so brutal.
Let's get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship.
I love how this ship is actually, like, right there. You are actually crawling around underneath it. There's so many good touches, and also that things sound different underwater. Oh wait, I thought they did! Is that a, is that from the Anniversary edition? Maybe that did it. Hey, chain reaction!
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity.
Yeah. Dude, sniper jackals. Seriously. I don't know who came up with how insanely powerful they were, but it was not
more
okay.
damage than I suspected. Analyzing. Coolant.
You can at least let the infection forms, or the carrier forms, explode. Yes, this is indeed the Truth and Reconciliation they were on earlier in the game. They did indeed reuse many of the assets for this level as well. Yeah, and sniper rifles are really, really bad against the Flood. I always forget about that. They're pretty decent against hunters, though. As long as you can find their little joints. Or their entire back. Yeah, they actually call out in the cutscene, in the intro cutscene to this mission, that it's the Truth and Reconciliation, that it got damaged. I think they say that it got damaged anyway. Ow, you're a jerk. And yeah, Captain Keyes somehow ended up back on the Truth and Reconciliation. He didn't get very far, it turns out. That was a chain reaction and a half. Holy crap. Vehicle physics and C, both a blessing and a curse.
Detected.
They're fun,
Gravity lift.
or at least the Warthog is fun.
It's still operational. That's
Can
our
you get
way
up that
back
side? Hey, you can! Look at that! There's probably a quicker way still, that I just don't know.
We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
Okay, control room. Let's see.
The Covenant BattleNet is a mess. I can't access the ship's schematics. My records indicate that a shuttle bay should be here.
You'd think that she'd still have the schematics saved, rather than pulling them off of the Covenant BattleNet. But
Look, in the corners.
apparently not.
The Flood are gathering bodies here.
And the Flood are gathering bodies here because they are beginning to gather biomass to create a proto-war mine, or a proto-grave mine, which will eventually become a grave mine proper. That is for much later down the line. What a little nudge and you're dead. Yeah, in some cases. Oh, if you mean like getting splattered, yes. As long as the vehicle is moving above X speed, any contact with it will kill you, whether or not that contact is impacting you, or if it's heading away from you. Love how, like, the keys or whatever just aren't in these vehicles, so you can't get into them. Oh, I already have a little bit of overshield, enough that I'm not able to equip that. And here they play the swamp music again, which does kind of cheapen it. 'Tis unfortunate. Probably that's down to a limitation of disk space for the console version, and RAM as well, but more so disk space for reusing the same track, I'd think. Oh, hey! How's it going? None of them ran. So you can skip, like, this entire level, actually, now I'm remembering. Right in the beginning, you attract that first Flood that runs past, and he happens to be a reviver. If you get him into the right place, you can get Flood bumped right above, or like above the map, and just go directly over to Keys.
Looks like another shuttle bay. We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
But I don't really know that trick, so I didn't do it.
I gave you an order, soldier. Now pull out.
He's delirious. In pain. We have to find him.
Bye. Oh, this elite's fucked. Okay, so I'm going up now. This one goes up. This is why I like the shotgun for Flood. Ow. Trying to like knock off the head so it doesn't get back up, because I think that's how it works if I'm remembering right. And I could really use a shotgun. Use more ammo for it.
The control room should be this way.
We're definitely into the end game, because even on easy, like, if I fuck up, you're gonna be able to tell.
The captain! His vitals are fading! Please, Chief, hurry!
Yep, I'm using the pocket reload. Because why not? If I remember right, it doesn't work on the shot. Oh, no, it looked like it did, actually. It looked like it kept reloading while I had it away. Alright, so here's keys. I want to make sure these things won't kill me, because they're still active during the cutscene. And I don't think it was enough, but I might as well be safe. This cutscene freaked me out as a kid.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the Flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do. It's done. I have the code. We should go. We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
I have never heard the little noises that that thing makes. I'm not okay with that. Those noises can fuck right the fuck off. Oh god. Oh, and there was then there was a chain reaction. God damn.
Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
Combat forms can survive without their heads. I thought if you like punched the head off while they were down, it worked. Ugh! Oh god, oh god. Things are bad, things are bad. Ow. Holy crap, the combos. Or chain reactions, whatever you want to call them. Holy crap. Too many. I'll take this health kit. Man, I love the bouncing sparks in this game. There's a lot of games that still don't have bouncing sparks. This game just like kind of casually has them. Bye. Oh man, fuel rod cannons are so friggin' dangerous. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Banshee like as soon as it drops. And there we go.
Perfect. Grab one of the escort Banshees and we'll use...
Oh no, did I get it too quickly? No, I didn't. Okay.
This thing is falling apart!
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it!
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
And the pony you rode in on. Alright. The Maw! We're at the last level.
There, we can use the captain's neural implants to initiate
Again,
an
bouncy
overload
sparks.
of the ship's fusion engines. The explosion
Love
should
it.
damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh god, oh god. I don't like it. All right. Again, chain reactions all over the place at this point, because everything is carrying grenades, and there's some explosive enemies. Like, there's some enemies that just explode now. That's just a thing. Kind of love. There's like lemon lime, root beer, water, iced tea, chef's surprise. There it is. Chef's surprise. Water is listed twice. There's lemon lime and lemonade. I don't know what this one is. Can't read that one. And I think this one just says, oh, that probably says cola. I always thought it was cold. Just cold. But yeah, chef's surprise. Just thought I'd point that one out. Ooh. Okay. So I think the assault rifle has more than outlived its usefulness. I am really glad that in the later games they increased the rate at which your shields recharge drastically. Though they then also got rid of the health mechanic, so I guess win some, lose some. But yeah, it helps so much because you can just kind of like get out of harm's way in this game, but you have to stay out of harm's way for a really long time.
Made it. Let's get to work. I need you to upload me into the control systems. The terminal is located next to the main view screen. I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question, really.
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous! That you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge? Weren't you worried it might be captured? Or destroyed?
He's in my data arrays, a local tap.
You can't imagine how exciting this is! To have a record of all of our lost time! Human history, is it? Fascinating. Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization! To think that you would destroy this installation as well as this record! I am shocked. Almost too shocked for words.
He stopped the self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win! Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless and...
At least I still have control over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine's shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why... Okay, I'm coming with you. Chief, Sentinels!
Alright. We are truly at the end of the game.
The ship
Final
was heavily
fight
damaged when it
begins.
crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. We should be able
I
to
should
get
be able to do this relatively quickly. Hopefully. What is a grave mind? Yeah, I guess I did kind of gloss over that. A grave mind was something that was explained better, shall we say, in Halo 2. A grave mind is something that the Flood make when there is enough concentration of Flood biomass, and it is kind of a center of thought for the Flood. And it holds the collected memories of the organisms that the Flood has absorbed, as well as gains some telekinetic, not telekinetic, what's the one where you can talk? Telepathy. Some telepathic capabilities, and speaks to you through telepathy. The Gravemind basically just has the goal of staying alive, as well as enacting out the will of the precursors, which really gets into the deep lore of the Halo franchise. But basically, the Gravemind is Bungie giving the Flood a face, and making it an actual antagonist, instead of just, like, some dudes what to kill you. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I thought you had to go back over the pipes. But no, this is the one with the, God damn it. Boom. This is the one with the ladders. So the Gravemind is not a thing in Halo 1 because the infection wasn't able to get enough of a foothold, but they were attempting to create a proto-Gravemind, which is the very early stages of a Gravemind's creation. They were trying to do that in the Truth and Reconciliation, using Captain Keyes as kind of the main component of that. So that was the really long-winded explanation. Hopefully, any of it made sense. Oh my god, grunt. Engineering and armory. Got it. I am actually going to stop by the armory because the rocket launcher makes it so much easier. And I'm actually going to bail on the shotgun because I need range. Are there pistols in here? That'd be awful convenient if there were, but I'm assuming not. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like there's pistols. Hopefully, though, that was a workable explanation of what a Gravemind is. Let me know if you have more questions. I'm like the old half of the Halo wiki.
We're here.
On a stick.
Alert! The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors. That should do enough damage to destroy Halo. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core.
This AI construct possesses
Good!
much data.
Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic
Go, that's one.
surrounding the fusion cells. Use an explosive.
Oh.
I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance. Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1 destabilizing. Use explosives on the other 3 reactors. That should be enough to trigger a wildcat
Poor timing.
of the engines.
Okay, got that one. Gonna make a risky jump. Okay. Now we go through the middle. Yeah, I've got tons of ammo and everything. Pop this.
You must surrender the construct so that we may return to our appointed task.
There we go.
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor.
Alright,
to go.
tell me the veins are open. They are. And boom. Got it. Alright. That might be the smoothest I've ever done that.
Did it. The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship. We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac. Accessing schematics. There's a service lift at the top of the engine room. It leads to a Class 7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
Wait a minute. Crap. I went the wrong way. That's like the prim and proper way to get from one side to the other.
Why do you continue to ignore your task?
Alright, here we go. On Legendary, these enemies can, like, actually mess your day up. On Easy, they can too, actually, but that's off of the chain reaction.
Cortana to Echo 419. Come in, Echo 419.
Roger, Cortana. I read you 5 by 5.
The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Foehammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at External Access Junction 4C as soon as you get my signal.
Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay?
Negative, negative. We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought. Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now! Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature
You
of
gotta
almost
love this part.
100 million degrees.
The run is so good.
Be here when it blows.
Oh, let me turn. Okay. I'm not following, like, the preferred speedrunning path by any means here. And yes, there is actually a preferred path for speedruns, which should come really as no surprise. Oh man, what am I doing? Ah, goddammit. I forgot that you actually want to go over the ramp for that one. So the funny thing about this, the marker, when you start, is further away than the ship is long. So, like, then the ship is long in the canon. It's pretty funny. But it doesn't matter because it's fucking epic. Oh god. There we go. I didn't want to fall off of that. Oh no! Should I try to go for the swag strat? I think I'm gonna try to go for it. Which I don't believe... Yeah, it's not yet. It's later on. Oh god! That was maybe not the smartest thing I've ever done. Oh, we're fine. This is just uneasy. But still, messed up my flow. It's really funny how frequently Bungie revisits the run.
Hold position here. Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade.
I'm hit! Mayday! Mayday! Airport buses are shot to hell! I can't hold her! I can't hold her!
Echo 419. She's gone. Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory shows 1 longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it.
And we're back to it. Alright, swag strat coming up. Hopefully it'll actually do it. Oh man, I've never tried it before. I did try it once on console, and let me tell you, it did not go well. Oh no, I don't remember where the grunt is. I don't remember where the grunt is. I'll have to show off the thirsty grunt some other time.
ahead, there's a gap in the trench. At top speed, we should be able to clear it.
Alright. Oh! Nope, too much. Oh no, oh no! Oh, what? Wait, how far back am I? What? No way. Holy crap. Just threw me back so far. Alright, well. We're gonna kind of speedrun this now. Because I want to be done. I want to go to sleep. I did not sleep great last night. So as soon as this playthrough, not a run, as soon as the playthrough is done,
room located. We're here.
I'm going to bed.
Alert! The monitor has disabled all
Man,
command
it threw me
access.
back so
We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors. That should do enough damage to destroy Halo. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it.
Oh.
First, we need to
Oh,
cut back the
goddammit.
exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core.
So for whatever reason in the physics, if the Warthog is spinning, it goes further off of that ramp.
The flood continued to multiply, Reclaimer.
These little bumps will actually knock you up. Yeah, they'll like bump you up off the floor so you can't
Good! Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. We
can't
need
quite
a
get
catalyst
into 'em.
explosion to destabilize the magnetic
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
containment surrounding the fusion cells. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
Or I will be forced to take you offline permanently.
Oh no, come on. Open up, open up.
Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1 destabilizing. Use explosives on the other 3 reactors. That should be
Okay,
enough
so that's
to trigger
2
a
of 'em.
wildcat explosion of the engines.
Weren't you worried that it might be compromised?
Okay, I think that's enough space. So pop that one. Oh! Wait, did that get it?
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor to go.
I think it might have.
That did it.
Yes,
The
okay.
engine's gone critical.
Let's go.
Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship. We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac. Accessing schematics.
Resist us, Reclaimer?
There's a service lift at the top of the engine room. It leads to a Class 7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
And I'm just gonna let that sit for a moment. 'Cause there's so many chain reactions that go off in there. Alright. For a moment you thought I aimed so well I missed. I really thought that that second rocket hit the vein and it wouldn't count. But it did. I'll take it.
Cortana to Echo 419. Come in, Echo 419. Roger, Cortana. I read you 5 by 5. The pillar
Yeah,
of
oh man, it threw me back so far. We're just gonna gun past the,
Approach the crash
it's really loud, isn't it?
ready to pick us up at
One
external
second.
access junction 4C as soon as you get my signal. Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay? Negative, negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now! Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 million degrees. Don't be here when it blows.
Alright, so I am just gonna gun right past Echo 419's death scene, which, I mean, I feel a little bit bad for her, but it's faster to just keep going. Oh, if I can remember... Okay, if I can remember where the grunt is. But, you know what? I don't. I don't remember where the grunt is. Never mind. We're not doing that. I will look up where the grunt is, and we will definitely go and find it at a later date. Just not tonight. Alright, so we're coming up on it right after this set. Oh no! So speaking of Bungie's repetitive level design, here's the run, which it just, like, copy-pastes a couple rooms. But you know what? No one complains about this part. It's fun. Alright, and we're just gunning past this.
Wait, stop. This is where Fohammer is coming to pick us up. Hold position here.
Because we've already seen it.
19.
At least it's not a library. The library is...
Calculating alternate
Yeah,
escape
the library is definitely worse.
Ship's inventory shows one longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it.
I slowed down a little bit too much there. I can admit my own failings. Wait. Wait, I think that might actually have been it. It is!
Good thing that food nipple's waiting for me at the starship. Cause, man, if I worked up a big, crunchy thirst.
So if you didn't hear it, the grunt said, "Boy, am I glad the food nipple is back on the starship, because I sure have worked up a big, grunty thirst." Yep. I love this game.
Chief, up ahead, there's
Okay, that was worth the reset. And now, this time, I'm not fucking with it. I'm not going for swag strats. We're just going across. Alright. Here we go. So, you're welcome, Liquid. Welcome to the Thirsty Grunt.
That's the ship! Move! We need to get aboard now! We're cutting it close.
go.
Shut them down. We'll need them later. Fancy a look?
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
God damn it, I'm so bad with the unmuting. I need to... Okay. So I have a button on my Stream Deck for full screen and the main scene. I'm gonna set those into multi-actions that toggle the mute on my mic. Anyway. There's a, Liquid, you jerk. Anyway, at the end of Halo 4, there's a scene at the end of the Legendary Edition campaign, or at the Legendary Difficulty campaign, that just shows his eyes, and they're just like dark and sunken in. It doesn't really reveal anything. But he's a pasty Irish guy whose name is John. It's the Master Chief. Master Chief Petty Officer Spartan John 117 is a pasty redhead. I like it. But actually, kind of a funny thing about that cutscene, when he takes his helmet off, there's through like a couple hacks and camera hacks in the PC version, you can see what actually happens there, and he just lifts his helmet off with another one the same size underneath. It's pretty great. You can find that clip on YouTube. I can't really pull it in right now very easily. Anyway, it's like the oh my god lowering the thing. But yeah, oh, full screen. Just Guilty Spark flying around. But yeah, it's like that GIF of the glasses constantly falling off. It has that same kind of feel to it. But anyway, that was Halo, played on easy at a very, very casual pace. I have no idea what my ending time was, and frankly, I don't care. However, that's going to be the end of the stream for me. It's time for me to go to sleep. Honestly, it's time for me to sleep. I want to get up nice and early tomorrow, so on and so forth. But thank you guys so much for joining. As always, you make this tons of fun. You can always drop a follow right here on Twitch. You can also follow my YouTube, which is linked down below, or subscribe to my YouTube, different term. I will definitely be uploading both this and the previous video up to YouTube. And I'll put that into a playlist, so if you want to watch the full playthrough, both streams, back to back, you can do that. And there's also my Twitter and my Discord linked, and there's always notifications that go into both of those whenever I'm going live. But, again, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be playing. Maybe more Halo. I might start a legendary, like a casual legendary playthrough. I've surprisingly never beaten this game on legendary. And I'd like to eventually have that under my belt. So, I might start that. I don't know, we'll see. But I guess we'll all find out tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. That music though.